What's going on, guys? Alistair here, and I'm also here with...
Jacob. What is up, everybody?
And we're going to be answering 5 questions asked to us by Pero Kokic. I hope I pronounced that right. What this basically is that it's called a Tag Your It, and we're going to answer these 5 questions that we've been given by him, and then we're going to pass more onto some other YouTubers.
Pass it along.
Okay. Alright, so to start off, the first question is, Jacob, what's your favourite Godzilla design?
Alright, so get your pitchforks ready. He is not Godzilla, I know, I'm gonna get stabbed. I really like the 98 Zilla version. Now, he's not Godzilla, so I'm not gonna use him. I like him the best, but he doesn't count. So I'm gonna break it down a little bit more and go into why the real Godzilla that I actually like. So put your damn shit down and don't kill me. I like the most recent Godzilla 2014 or whatever. I like everything about that design except his feet are dumb looking. They look like tree trunks and he needs to lose a little bit of weight off his ass. But I like that design the most. Your turn, Al. Let me hear it.
Okay. I mean, yeah, good. 2014 has got a fantastic design, but mine is, if I'm not going to count the 14, I'm going to go through the Toho one because there's so many different variations. The legendary one is just so perfect. It's embodying everything that's great. So the Toho one, my top 3 are Godzilla Raids Again, the original, and 2001, the Godzilla All Giant Monsters Out Attack. I think it's the one with the really long title, and it's super cool. But I think I'm going to go after actually 1984. 1984. There we are. That's it. 1984 is my favorite looking Toho Godzilla design. Yeah.
There you go. All right. I'm not sure if I have, possibly. I've seen a lot when... Yeah, I know.
Get on that. Alright, you ask the next question.
Alright, Senor Alistair. Let's move on to the next one. What are your thoughts on the current state of the Monsterverse?
Well, Jacob, I think it's doing fantastic. I think in terms of box office revenue, some consecutives are definitely going, wow, this is really, really fucking good. We've got over $1 billion at the box office, and DVD sales are currently like #1. So obviously that's pretty good. And I think we have yet to see the possibilities so far. Like, we've got 2 good standalone movies, Godzilla and King Kong. But what's going to happen when all these...
What's next?
All these new Toho monsters coming in. It's going to be so cool.
Yes.
What about you?
All right. Well, pretty much what you said. It's really hard to go off of just 2 movies. I think it's going in a really good direction. I will say that Godzilla to Kong, there's kind of they're not even in the same universe, other than the hints that they are. They're 2 completely differently films, but it still worked because with Marvel, it's like you're watching the same movie with different characters every time, and they go and make 7 movies a year, and it's really kind of drags it out, which this, one every few years kind of deal is a part of me loves it and a part of me hates it, because I want more, but I don't want it to be like Marvel 2.0 to where I just get wore out and don't even really care about going to see the movies until they come out and whenever I just get a chance to see them. But I'm excited for the future. That's what I think about the Monsterverse.
Nice. Future. Nice. Good answer.
Good answer.
Least favorite Godzilla Kaiju?
Least favorite. What's his name? Orga? Now, I don't really like him. There's a lot of them that I'm not too fancy on, but when I think of one that just kind of gets me feeling, it's Orga. Now, that's mostly from the Godzilla old fighting game that I had on the GameCube. I can't quite remember what it was called. I think it was just Fight All Monsters or something like that. And he was just really gross in that game, and he would make this weird noise, and I was just like, man, you're gonna give Godzilla disease or something. Get the heck out of here, you sick mofo. Yeah. So that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty bland. It's just not very interesting, is he?
Yeah, I don't know.
For me, it has to be Megaguirus. He's such a pointless, unnecessary villain. He was in one of the movies, and Godzilla just kind of kicked his ass in the space of 5 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't even really remember him until you brought him up, so that shows you how much he made a statement on him, so, or on the Godzilla
It's kind of
universe.
so boring that I don't even want to talk about him anymore, so let's move on to the next question.
Next one!
What made you a fan of Godzilla?
Well, it starts off way back when I was a wee little lad in the mid-90s.
Mid-90s?
And, in the mid-90s, I was a wee little lad.
Why are you English?
And, I don't know, why are you?
Shit, he's got me there.
And my dad, he would just, rent some Godzilla movies every once in a while, and I'd just get into him, I'd watch him, I'd be like, dude, he's cool. I always loved dinosaurs, I always loved animals, and it was like the epitome of a giant dinosaur animal god being thing, and just seeing him wreck everything, and the goofiness of the Japanese style and the subtitles, I was like, this is cool, I could get into this. And I've been a fan of Godzilla since I was probably like 4 or 5, so it's been a long time.
Yeah.
About 20 years.
Shit, man. You're old.
I know, old as fuck. Alright, what made you a fan, Al?
Basically,
what made you a fan, Al?
I went to one of my relatives' house. They went to, I think, America or Japan, either a few years beforehand. So this was me about 17 years ago. Just had to think about how old I actually am there. But yeah, I basically went into the living room, just kind of wandering about, and I found a bunch of these VHS tapes. There was Godzilla versus Gigan, Destroy All Monsters, Godzilla versus Megalon, quite a few different DVDs. No, not DVDs, VHSs. And I kind of was like, what are these? And they're like, well, let me show you. So they just kind of put it on, and I had them on repeat pretty much for the entire time I was there. And then I stole them. I managed to steal them off my relatives, and they didn't say anything about it. So I was like, buzzing, I've got some VHSs here. And I've basically been a Godzilla fan ever since, and also a crook.
There you go.
Okay. Why did you become a YouTuber?
Why did I become a YouTuber? So this kind of answer kind of works kind of interesting for the two of us, because it's kind of like a correlating story of like it could be an epic what's the thing? I can't think of that, so cut this part. Anyway, I got into YouTube a few years ago. If you didn't know, me and Alistair, we also do stuff for Halo Follower, whether whatever you think on that or not. What I did is, I seen something that they were looking for help or something a while back, and I just clicked on it, sent in my info. I liked to write, so I was like, yeah, I'll try to write some Halo stuff. And so I got into Halo stuff. It was way back in 2014. And I just started writing and going from there, and then over the years I kind of progressed and started making some YouTube videos, and then I came across and discovered yourself, Al, and I'll let you take off the rest of the story, since it's kind of our story now.
Yeah, well, I basically was just there commenting on every Halo like Facebook post, so he was just kind of like, yeah, get him on, son. So
yeah. I seen him as doing my Halo Follower for Facebook and all that. I seen Al commenting on everything Halo from all the different Halo Facebook pages, and I was like, this guy, one, he has issues, two, he likes Halo, so I'm gonna see if I could get him involved and help him with Halo. And so
it was like pity.
We went.
He was like, "There's wrong with him. Let's see." If
he's caring way too much about this, and so I got him on. We did some Halo Follower stuff. We figured out that we worked well together, and like we like this other stuff other than Halo, and boom, we decided to make DangerVille.
Boom, and that's where we are now, doing DangerVille stuff.
DangerVille. So yeah, that's pretty much our 5 questions, our answers, our story, our life on that sort of few questions.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll pass on the next 5 questions to the next 4 channels.
Alright, for our 5 questions, we are going to answer a lucky or unlucky number of you guys. Alright, let me hear it. First question. What is your favorite Godzilla roar? There's a bunch of different types. I want to hear what you think are the best, or is the best. Alright, moving on to the next question. What is your least favorite Godzilla toy? There's been probably hundreds or thousands over the past 5 decades that Godzilla's been around, so tell us which one you think should have never been made. Alright, third question. Do you think that the Monsterverse could benefit from a TV series? And who would win in a fight? Godzilla versus GAMERA. And lastly, moving over to Pacific Rim for our last question. If you were to get your very own Jaeger, describe to everyone what it would look like. And there we go.
Nice. So,
nice.
These are for you, and we'll see you in the next video.
Next video. Peace out.
Peace out.
Like it's a motherfucking Sunday, and you cruising down Crenshaw in a motherfucking 6'4". Come on, say that shit like you believe it, man. Like it's your words, feel that shit.